Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Gooms Podcast. Is this episode 12? It's episode 12, isn't it? Shout out Aki, man. Thoroughly enjoyed our last episode with you. Shout out Axe, man.
To our new listeners that have come across from Ep 11 with Aki, we're happy to have you.
We love Aki, man. Yeah. We love his fans. Straight up, we love you all.
Yeah, and I feel like we have a part to play in the growth of Mr. Ahmed Yakub as well, which makes it so special.
We do have a part to play, but that guy's a fucking worker, bro. Like, straight up. Like, he does, like... People are like, oh, like all you do is make content and stuff. But like, he does make a shit ton of content, bro. Like, people don't see the behind the scenes.
He also make a shit ton of money. You heard?
Sometimes we'll roll into the office with Axe and he's there. It'll be like back-to-back podcast. And then he'll come on and just shoot content for like 2 hours straight with us.
Yeah, and then between our content, he'll also go and see two people.
Yeah.
That's boys, I'm going to be 5 minutes. 30 minutes later. Aki strolls back in. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, I don't mind though. He's fucking getting after it. To be fair, obviously, like, just it's very cool being around Aki, like seeing like the lawyer shit. Like he says this is a joke in it that he's like the Asian Proctor, but he actually is. Like some of the stories that he comes and tells us is fucking nuts. I'm just like, bro,
Proctor's dead. Proctor's dead.
I'm
alive.
I think he's more like the guy from The New Power, the new lawyer. Oh, have you?
What's his name?
Davis.
Yes.
Are you up to date with Power Book 2?
Bro, the cups.
The cups. Oh, the coffee cups,
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like the course, like it's like a new big G course correct, bro.
I don't understand how Tariq St. Patrick is juggling his life, bro. He's what is his character's what, like 22, 20 in the film?
Yeah, but some people
in the
say
series.
that about me as well.
Different story though. You drive. He doesn't drive. He walks everywhere, doesn't he? He walks everywhere. He's handling like two things. He's selling like $2 million worth of like what was it, fucking coke?
Weight.
Yeah, weight. Yeah, he's moving weight. Somehow he doesn't drive though, and he's everywhere.
He's just running up those Uber mileage, bro. He's running up the Uber mileage.
Course correct's actually quite a smart idea.
I was thinking.
Imagine being at school, yeah, and like, did you ever used to like sell sweets or anything like that?
I went through like a mini phase, but I kind of grew out of it because I can't like all the Asian dudes already had like had that market unfold.
Imagine being at school now and you could like make an app like Course Correct, but it would be like for Lucas Aids or something.
How the thing is like, how do you get paid and deliver it?
What do you mean? The Course Correct, they pay through the thing?
Yeah, but then
like
there's the spot that they go and pick up, and that's in the wall.
Yeah, you just go drop it there, locker or some shit like that. Fuck knows. Did you have lockers at school?
Yeah.
Just like that? Yeah.
Wait, did I have a locker at school? I didn't.
I did. We had lockers.
I had a locker at primary school, not at secondary school.
Oh no, we never had them at primary. We used to have drawers. Do you like miss school or anything on there?
The day-to-day of school, I look back and I'll be like, wow, I really wish I appreciated that a little bit more. Like I look at my younger sister now who's in year 10, coming into year 10. She's in year 9 now. Year 9 for me was probably the best year at school.
I'd say year 9, year 10, year 11 were all on par.
Yeah, but for me, year 9 was so fun because you already knew what your options were. So in the subjects that you weren't taking next year and didn't really give a fuck about your score at the end of the year, it was like, right, I'm just going to go and where's my boy at? Like, let's just have a laugh. Like your musics and all of that kind of stuff. Man would be playing like Snoop Dogg on the piano and stuff.
I used to, when I was at school, we used to have iPads.
In private school, we get it. We never had shit.
No, but I used to have like the deadest iPad. Like I refused to go and get a new one just for school. Like fuck that, I was never going to use it. Would have been a waste of like.
Wait, they made you go and get your own iPad?
Yeah. You had to go and buy your own. Every kid had an iPad. I had like an iPad 1, bro, that I got when I was in like year 5 for Christmas. Like barely worked, but I used to sit next to in RE one of my good friends at school. His name was Sam. Shout out Sam. No, it weren't horse meat.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And we just used to sit and just watch people just do nothing on Netflix.
Whilst you were literally doing nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we just watched Netflix for an hour straight. Never got caught. Yeah, man, that's good. That's literally all I used to use the iPad for at school.
That's good. H's future kids, don't watch the Gooms Podcast because you will not get any.
But I think school's important. Right, this is an interesting take on school. I think there's important things that you take from school and that you don't. Obviously, I went to a private school, and some of the stuff at a private school that I learned, I don't think I would have learned if I went to a public school.
In what sense?
The drive and like the belief that they put in you.
What, you think you got that in private school?
Partially, yeah.
And you think that people in public school don't get that though?
I don't think that they do get it as much as in private schools. Obviously, because there's less. Like, how many people are in your year at school? 2 Bill.
Nah, 7 forms of 30. So, 210.
Yeah, there was only
Roughly.
like 90 people in my year, bro.
Mm.
So obviously all the teachers, they just give out way more attention, and it's always like they push you like in art.
Yeah, but we just had more teachers.
I hear what you're saying. I don't know, bro. It's just the vibes that I was getting. Like,
But you've never went to a public school, so how do you know?
I don't. But it's just, I don't. I don't know 100%. But this is just what I'm saying. This is just my opinion. Obviously, there's still downs to school that I'll get onto. But like, I just feel like there, like, just like a lot of things. Like, there's a lot more options and stuff like that. Like at my school, like, I was allowed to for art GCSE. Like, I was allowed to fucking spray paint. Like, there was someone who did photography for art GCSE. Like pieces like that. I don't know. It's just my opinion. Like the school trips that everybody would go on and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's just more access to finances if you look at it.
Yeah, I actually worked out how much my school would have roughly taken each year. Like 9 mil.
9 mil a year in turnover.
Yeah. I actually expected it to be a bit more, you know.
Obviously, they've got overheads in terms of wages, but that's already low, as we've discussed on previous pods. And then just to keep the building up and running, right?
Yeah.
What other outgoings did they have, really?
There are books. Fuck knows.
That they buy once every 5 years.
Just you fuck knows.
And everything that you got, well, I don't know about you, but like every time there'd be a book, we'd have to buy it. You just get given everything.
Yeah, we just got given everything.
Okay, so that's fair enough. But then what about like school trips? You'd pay on top. That wouldn't be included in the fee that you pay for the year, right? Mm-hmm. So all of the major outgoings are already being paid for anyway.
Well, actually, it would depend on the trip, to be fair.
Yeah, bro. If you're going to the fucking history museum down the corner, around the corner, it's not going to be. But if you're going to South Africa, you're paying for it. The school isn't. You know what I mean?
Obviously, like back to what we were talking about, it's just my opinion, but I feel like partially I did get everything that I got from normal school. Like they just like believed in you. I don't know, like they would always push you like to do, if that makes sense. It doesn't mean that I'm an advocate and I think school's the best thing ever, because on the other hand, I feel like as well, there's times where it can be very closed-minded. It can be like you need to go to university.
I feel like that's not the case anymore, though. That's just the way that we look at it because we didn't do it.
Yeah, but that's I feel like that would be the case outside. Like that's like through social media and stuff.
Yeah, but what I don't understand what you're saying.
What do you mean?
I don't. What I'm saying is that we never went to university and we never did those things. But a teacher never once said to me, "You have to go to university."
I used to have my form tutor. Yeah, never said like you have to go to university, but I used to like.
But the
say,
school
like,
system's there to line people up for college and university. That's just a step in process. Like the same way that you crawl before you walk and before you run. It's just that step. It's not. It's part of that process. At the end of the day, school is step one of the educational system. School, college, uni, matrix, boom, boom, boom. So naturally, that's just going to be the case. Do you know what I mean? It's preparing you for that. School doesn't prepare you for life. It prepares you for the exam at the end of the year, which prepares you for the next year.
How did you do in your exam? We got pretty similar grades, innit?
I got A's and B's in pretty much everything.
Yeah, same.
I got A's and B's in pretty much everything, but except for resistant materials, which was like one of my more creative. I took art and resistant materials, and resistant materials was like I was gonna make things.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So like I made like a chair, a wooden chair. I made like a back scratcher. I made like a rose purely out of aluminium.
I did
which was quite cool. But
design technology.
Yeah,
similar, but it's like working on like electronics and tech and stuff.
Yeah. So that was another. That was actually a DT.
Do you know what?
Was a very close course to that.
Looking back on it now, that could be partially one of the reasons why I'm quite good with tech. Potentially.
Yeah, you had early exposure to it.
Maybe. I always had I was always naturally quite good. Like if there was ever a problem from like a young age, like with just tech in the house, my dad would just be like, "Hey, just come fucking sort this out." I'd just figure it out somehow.
Yeah, because he couldn't be asked to do it. That's why. Hey, fucking come here. The microwave stopped working.
Do you think you know? Do you think like you know how like parents are like the generation above us, how they are with tech, and they're like, oh, like I don't need to know, or like, oh, I just ask my son, for instance, to go and sort this out for me. Do you think there'll be, let's say Neuralink, for instance? Obviously, I know that would be in you, but I'm just using this as an example. But do you think we'll just offload everything that we don't know how to do to our kids?
Or do you think we need to? I think the tech will be good enough to work itself out around us.
I personally think that the generation is that different that I think I don't think I'll be 50 and I just won't be asked to like learn. and figure out all the new shit. Obviously, I won't know until I'm
but
that
I don't
age.
think that's a generational thing. I think that's just a personal thing about you and who you are. Nothing to do with the generation you're in, because there's other people in our generation that don't learn now. Do you know what I mean? That don't give a fuck to learn. Or
Yeah, I saw this on the Fellas podcast. I saw a clip on the other day. Shout out the Fellas. Probably one of the first podcasts that I started listening to religiously.
big up the boys. We're still waiting for you to hit us up for
I'll
a
say
collab.
we'll definitely do a collab with the Fellas one day. I actually think we will. I genuinely do. The Fellas mentioned my TikTok on one of their episodes as well.
What?
The HS Tiki-Toki one. You know the one that I did? When it was like when you're in a plane, but you've got this sound saved, and it's HS Tiki-Toki saying, it's like, all right, girl. He's like, what? You're in an Uber, but you can't, but you with a strange man. You know that sound? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they shouted out on the Fellas. They were like, have you seen that one? But they liked my one. They reposted it to their... No, they didn't repost it even. They liked it, they commented, and they viewed my story after
Cool.
doing it.
I didn't know.
So they shouted mine out. Yeah, this was fucking ages ago, bro. But yeah, they mentioned that TikTok. Shame they didn't fucking mention my actual name, dicks. But
Why would they mention your name?
fuck knows, man. It's the creator. Maybe I could sue him for copyright claims. No, but either way, we're gonna get him on the pod. But yeah, back to it. You know, year 7s now, they weren't born for KSI's Road to Division 1.
I never used to watch Road to Division 1.
What? Bro.
I wasn't as much as a YouTube geek as you, bro, to be fair.
I used to love you, bro. KSI back in the day, like Road to Division 1. What else did he used to do? The Q&A Sundays for me were just goated, bro. I would sit there when I first discovered KSI. I would sit there, bro, and I rinse them all.
Such a little gone, bro.
Fuck off. It's actually on my iPad 2 that I took to school with me.
You said it was iPad 1 a minute ago.
iPad 1. My bad.
Fuck KSI, man. As if he got cancelled.
I don't think he's cancelled, bro. He's rectified it super well.
You can't get cancelled, bro. He can't get cancelled.
Did you see the videos of him in mosque and everything on there?
Who?
KSI. He didn't post about it or anything, but
What?
like, he went to a mosque and apologized and stuff like that and was just kind of embracing their religion, bro. Like, he didn't post anything about it whatsoever on no socials, but obviously, like, younger people going to the mosque. And they were kind of seeing him there, and they were just, like, taking videos of it, TikTok, snaps, Insta stories.
You're telling me
and
there's not a part of him that knew that as soon as he goes there, he's going to get spotted and filmed anyway.
I don't know, bro.
It's better for it to come from the public than to him.
Obviously, that's something that his whole team would have thought out and probably done a careful plan for, but he still went and did it, bro. I saw his apology earlier. I saw the clip of KSI of what he said. I don't think it was malicious. I don't think that by any means what KSI said was malicious. Like, I just don't, full stop. But it doesn't mean that you should go and say things like that.
Yeah.
But the way that he said it, he was just trying to do it like a joke.
You just like to think someone like him is a little bit more switched on to the point where
100%.
something like that. And then as well, like
they're on set.
Post-production,
Yeah, they're on set. They said it. They would have had everybody there, directors, producers, everybody, camera crew. Surely someone would have said. He didn't even think of like Vic. Like, I would have thought of Vic in that situation.
Isn't he Indian though?
Oh yeah, that's my bad. But yeah, okay, brilliant, nice one. I actually like Vic as well. Have you seen his gaff? Did you see his house tour, bro?
I think he's a geek. I can't even lie, bro. Do you know what it is? Yeah, when I look at videos like the Sideman, I feel like if you actually took one of them out, excluding JJ, and put me in there for their videos, I'll be a sensation.
Yeah, but it's like when the like Young Philly Chunks and that go in there, they just outshine them like
Massively.
on the Sidemen Tinder and stuff like that.
Massively. They are just a bunch of geeks, but they've just had a cult for so long.
I think
so it works.
I think why they are so successful though is because they're relatable, bro. There's someone in there for everybody, and they are relatable, bro. Like just to the normal person.
Still, for you to be an internet sensation as big as they are,
for
someone like Vic, that like just some of the one-liners he comes out with, I'm thinking, fuck me, what a nerd.
Obviously, they gained all of their stuff when gaming was massive.
Yeah,
on
they're
YouTube.
just gamers that turned into personalities, really, innit?
Yeah, well, that's what everything is. Everybody that's kind of built a platform on somewhere or anything, they started off with a niche, and then it kind of just turned into more lifestyle stuff or proper produced content.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Do you understand?
I was watching back actually the other day. You mentioned Chunks and Philly and them, man, but I was watching back some of their old videos, and bro, like, to get to where them lot have got to now.
Shout out Chunks' weight loss journey as well, where he got to.
Yeah, from what they were doing then, like, bro, they're sitting in some beat up kitchen on some like you know, the chairs that your pulls out when you go and eat food, like that brown, like kind of like wooden chair. Like there's 3 of them lined up, bro. They're filming it on an iPhone, and they're literally just slapping each other and reading Q&A questions out. But you still watch them and have a good time.
Yeah.
And to see the type of videos that was filmed 3-4 years ago, and the type of videos that they're all a part of now, and the contracts they've got with brands, and like, bro, like that shit's crazy, you know.
It is crazy, bro.
That shit's so crazy. It really does show you that, like, consistency and being likable, like, can really get you to those places, bro. It's crazy.
Well, it's the love for it, bro. Because back then, when people like JJ started, when like all the sidemen, all of,
but they didn't know what it would be now.
Yeah, there was no money in it back then when they first started, and it was like after a couple years after they were grinding, that's when the money started to be introduced.
I feel like Chunks and them man would have known that YouTube could have been monetized by then.
Yeah, but have you heard about how Philly kind of blew up? He used to just talk about his day on Facebook, and then one day
was crazy. That was like HP as well. Used to do shit like that.
I didn't know HP used to do that.
Yeah, bro, just little Instagram videos like skits.
I actually didn't know.
And
that.
he blew up on Insta first, and then took it over to long format.
I actually didn't know that. But yeah, Philly he just used to talk about his day on Facebook every day. And then he broke up with his girlfriend or something at school, and he spoke about that and like cried or something, and then it just blew up. Oh. I know. I don't hold me to that. I'm not 1,000% if that's true. I'm like 95%. It's something along those lines. I probably fucked up the story a little bit, but something along those lines.
Definitely has fucked the story.
Yeah. No, I know that it was like to do with Facebook, and like he split up with his girl and he got upset.
Yeah.
I might have exaggerated the crying. I feel like when I saw it, he cried. It was like a little doc. Do you remember the doc that they did a Young Philly on her?
No.
Oh yeah, he did like a little doc, bro. It's actually really good. Like he just speaks about like helping his mom and stuff like that, bro.
No, I haven't watched it.
I feel like we'd really get on with Philly.
Probably, but bro, we get on with a lot of people.
I do think that we get along with everybody. For me, I think the key to get one of the best things to do to get along with someone, if you let someone talk like 80% of the time, like that you're interacting, it's pretty inevitable that they're gonna like you. Because if you let someone talk, then they feel like it was a great conversation because they're just talking about them. And when you talk about yourself, it releases dopamine. I don't know if you knew that.
But to be honest, bro, when I start talking, I just don't shut up.
But it releases dopamine when you talk about yourself, what you're doing, things that you have.
People enjoy their encounters with me.
No, but that's an actual thing. Like, I'm very conscious about it. Like, when I meet new people, like, I really make an effort to talk as little as possible. Whereas I used to be the opposite. But I actually do.
I think that's wrong.
I wouldn't say as little as possible, but I make an effort to let them talk more.
Yeah, but I think 80%, bro, is like, you're just going to sit there and just fucking be a sponge and soak up what someone's saying. Like, engage in a conversation.
I do engage in the convos, but as well, another way that I look at it is, I don't know what position, some brand new person that I've just met, I've just had the first encounter with, never heard of before or anything. I don't know what position they're going to be in life, and I might think that they're either ahead of me or behind me, but either way, I'm going to let them talk, and I'd rather find out more about them than them find out more about me.
Yeah, you like to get an understanding before. But when you say talk, it doesn't need to be, this is my life story, this is where I grew up from, this is what I do, blah, blah, blah.
I still, I'll still add value to the convo, bro. You see me in these situations, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, except for that one time when you just pulled your pants down and started helicoptering in that event.
Just didn't happen, did it? It feels, you know, like when your dick's just like, or like on like your leg or something. And you got,
why you dick instead of push up on your balls like that? Did yours stand up on your balls or does it go over it?
It stands up on it. I can't even lie, bro.
To the left.
Nah, when it's soft, don't go to the left. Don't go to the left when it's soft.
What were you gonna say?
I can't even remember now.
Yeah, you know when you dick.
Oh, you know, like when it just like rests on your leg or like your belly or something. It feels bare nice, innit? It does, bro. I'm being dead ass serious now. It actually feels good.
Bro, have you ever tried to have a piss with a rock hard boner?
It's really hard, but then when it comes out, bro, it's like a fucking like machine.
No, bro. Have you ever done
it's
that?
So hard to aim.
Like, yeah, well, like you have to like arch your whole
like, hold, like touch the wall. Yeah.
Just to have the downward motion, like putting it in. Dong.
Yeah. Because mine goes to the left as well, bro. It just starts freaking. I have to make sure I aim proper. You're an idiot, bro.
Oh, God,
you're a fucking idiot. Oh, John Wick. We're going to watch new John Wick.
John Wick never dies until John Wick 3.
John Wick 4.
4.
Nice. One thing that I think, right, my John Wick verdict. As a John Wick, I wouldn't say like I'm a fanboy, but I do enjoy the John Wick
I didn't
films.
love it.
I didn't love it either. I'd give it a solid 7.5.
I said to you. I said it's unrealistic. There's
Yeah,
one
of course
scene.
it's unrealistic.
No. Not about him staying alive, because that can be the meme throughout. That's great. Just have that. That's fine. But they're in a club, a big club, and it's like raining inside the club. First of all, fuck off. Why would I go to a club that's going to get... I'm getting rained on. And people are being shot in the club, and then there's like extras that are around that are just like, someone's getting battered next to me and getting shot, and they're just like, just carrying on like nothing's wrong. Like, obviously now when we go and watch a movie, we appreciate the cinema, but I couldn't enjoy the scene because I was so frustrated with how the extras didn't fit in.
I had that initial thought for that scene, but what takes John Wick's rating so high is how beautiful the cinematography is for that film. Like, it's one of the best films to do it. I just think everything in each scene, for me, I actually said this to you after we finished watching it, the lighting.
Yeah.
In every scene is just perfect, bro. Like the accents, the key lights, everything is perfect.
It just would be though, wouldn't it, bro?
You say that, but there's a lot of... Do you know what I don't understand? You know when a film, like a really shit film gets put out, bro?
He's in his feels now. H is going to become very emotional.
Do the people that made the film watch it back and they're like, yeah, this is cool, we'll put this out, we're happy with this project to work? Like, obviously, they would have spent loads of money and they're kind of stuck with it. I think it might come down
to a budget thing.
Nah.
Where finished products here and we've already exceeded budget, we're not going to go back in and do blah, 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 blah. I don't know.
I don't think that there's many films where they would go back in. I feel like they'd go back in and film like a specific scene. I feel like that would definitely happen. But I just don't understand when you've got a body of work, you read the script of a shit film, the shit story, and like, yeah, script's cool. And then you go in to shoot and like just everything's terrible.
Well, who's to say motherfuckers don't just go in and get their bag?
I suppose, yeah.
This film's still profit. Just because it's not a film that you're going to remember in 25 years, people will still go and watch it. People are still press buy on Amazon. People are still like...
I'm excited for I'm excited for the Batman 2.
I'm excited for Air. Jordan.
Oh, yeah, same. That's going to be brilliant. I really do wonder who's going to play Michael Jordan.
They definitely haven't released it.
No, one in the trailers or anything. That's one thing that people were talking about on TikTok and Twitter and everything.
But it's going to come out before this, so we're just going to like idiots.
Yeah, so...
The thing is as well, what's crazy, obviously I haven't watched the film, but I kind of, from when he had the Netflix series, bro, he wasn't the best thing in the world when they did the Jordan, you know. They took a bit of a punt on him, and then not even ever imagining he's going to be the greatest of all time and one of the most influential names in sport ever.
I think if it wasn't for the shoe, he wouldn't have been so influential.
Are you telling me if he never got signed by Nike 3 years down the line and he started smashing the NBA up, that some other brand wouldn't have just come up and swooped him, bro?
They would have, but they wouldn't have done a shoe as cool as they did for Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but I don't think the shoe... I think it's you're being naive to the brilliance of Michael Jordan by saying that the shoe made him what he was.
I don't think it made him what it was. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm saying is the Air Jordan was a massive part to his global success, bro.
Yeah, but why was the Air Jordan so good? Because everybody wanted to be like Michael Jordan.
And it was cool as fuck, bro, because you can wear it with what you wear it out. Like,
yeah,
it's a lifestyle crep as much as a basketball shoe. It wasn't cool as fuck until
Jordan wore it, though. Because there was still a dunk. There were still things that looked similar.
Were dunks before then?
Yeah, bro. There was still these shoes, but it wasn't until he put his foot in it that it became as cool as it did.
Before the Jordan 1, it was the it begins with an S.
What?
The Nike crep that everybody used to wear.
I don't know.
It was Air Forces, and I think it was Air Forces anyways. Did they come out by then? Fuck knows. It began with like an S. It was like SC something. I can't remember. It looks a bit butters.
I'm pretty sure that the Dunk was out before the Jordan and they took a massive hit in sales and actually discontinued them and then restarted them.
I don't think so, because the Dunk came from after the SB, like the skateboarding stuff.
Yeah, they were skater shoes, but that's what they were for. They were still Dunks. Yeah, bro. I saw a thing on YouTube the other week.
I feel like we're not educated enough to talk on this subject.
Yeah, but that's what makes it entertainment, because I guarantee that everybody that's listening right now has no clue.
I definitely do. I'm not saying that it was the biggest factor to his success as a personality. On the court, definitely not. I don't think that them bringing out a shoe for Michael Jordan would have made him the best player ever. But I do think as a personality and like for the brand of Michael Jordan, that defo helped propel him, having the crep. Because, bro, like this guy was a rookie. Like he was like 18. Like nobody knew who he was and they decided to give him a crep.
I know what you're saying, but let's say for the 2 seasons after they give him the deal, he doesn't do what he does. The crep doesn't go to where it goes to.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So flip the script. Like, Air Jordan could have always been Air Nike, but it's not. It's Air Jordan because of the shit that motherfucker did and the work that motherfucker did and the titles that motherfucker won. Do you know what I mean?
It was Air Jordan from the get-go, though.
Bro, you're not. I'm saying the shoe could have been absolutely replicated just without the name. And it probably would have been. How do we design a shoe that makes sense for basketball? Say, for instance, Michael Jordan doesn't come.
It was Converse before then.
There's no such thing as Michael Jordan. Nike is still going to fill that market because it's Nike.
Because Nike weren't the brand that they were back then as they are now. Because before,
Bro,
it was
they're
Converse.
Still going to fill the market
brand.
though. What did they think? Oh, we need to get into this game. Okay, how do we help our shoe grow? Let's get a new upcoming rookie that's new to the game, that's got potential, blah blah blah, that's cool and fresh and new, so that next generation can buy into our shoe instead of the Nike, the Converse or the whatever. Jordan made the Air Jordan. The Air Jordan never made him.
I'm not trying to say that it made him, bro.
Yeah, but you're saying his brand is as big as it is because of the Air Jordan. It would have been Air Jordan with an Adidas, and it would have been the same shit.
I'm saying that he, as his personal brand, wouldn't, like, it helped propel him and potentially wouldn't have been as big, bro, without the Air Jordan. And I'm gonna stand by that as well, bro. I definitely, I think that could be a big part of his success. From a brand perspective, we done? No, I just want my water, bro. You want your water? Oh, chuck me mine as well. Got to make sure that you stay. Oh, brilliant. Make sure that you stay hydrated, man. How much water do you drink a day?
Do
you try and keep track of it on there?
What's the small bottles?
500 ml.
I probably get through about 6 of them a day.
Yeah, that's about right amount. I drink about 3 to 4 litres.
6 of them a day, and then if I'm like working out heavy where I'm sweating a lot more.
I usually have my first 1.5 litres before 8 a.m. every day without fail. Ready for Love Island?
My sister's actually got me that as my birthday present as a joke.
Both been approached to go on Love Island.
Yeah. Shame I'm unavailable.
I don't want to go on.
I feel like with Love Island...
This time last year when I got approached the first time, we were both buzzing about it. We're like, whoa, this could be huge for us. I was like, I'm not going to take no brand deals, going to do everything for the brand. Like, really help propel us and stuff like that.
I feel like Love Island's just washed now, bro.
But this time when it came around, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I don't want to be... I feel like we matured. I don't want to be a Love Island guy.
How many people went into Love Island this summer, this winter, and with a talking point of everything, well, not even everything, because it's not even as relevant as it used to be, but I couldn't even name you 5 of the guys.
Have you seen them doing like an adult Love Island?
See, I can imagine that being really good for the first
because it's
one.
new and fresh.
Exactly, for the first season, something like that. And you could probably get away with pretending that you're 30, divorced, single dad.
Fuck off.
But what I'm saying is, like, that used to be the thing, bro. Like, we were speaking about it, something similar with James from Remedy when we were talking about the Geordie Shore boys. Those were the guys, bro. They were the guys. As a young kid, that's what you were like, oh, these men are going out.
Bro, we used to really look up to, well, not look up to them, but we used to look at those guys like, fuck, they're cool as fuck.
Yeah, bro. But like now, if there was a Geordie Shore, everybody that was on that, I think, fuck, you know, what a loser. What happens in 3 months when the episode gets cut or they get cut and then all they've done is get smashed and get a few sponsorship deals and then they're going to be washed. And then no one's going to pay them and then they're never going to be able to get a proper job unless they're switched on or clever, which they more often than not aren't if they're on Geordie Shore getting fucked up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them ones, bro. Like, Love Island is washed and it's so, like, you can see straight through it. After the experience that I had with the show that I did, I can see straight through the dudes that are on there trying to get a clip, trying to get a bit of airtime, walking a certain way or having a conversation and storming off before it's finished to get that certain clip or that tomorrow night. Like, those people have got that in their head, bro, because you see straight through it. I was sat with it, next to it. And you naturally you feel yourself falling into it also in that environment because cameras are everywhere. You're in an amazing house where in your head, anybody that's in this house, that's on a show like this, that is there for the same goal effectively, like you pick up habits. The guys that went on Love Island have all seen Love Island before they go on it. No one goes in there and doesn't know what the show is, right? So they all know that, do you want to go for a chat? Or I've got a text, or all of these things that are instilled in you.
You know,
I know the text is told, but
no, not even just the text, but that's all copywriting, bro. Like everything from, like, can we go and have a chat? What else they say on Love Island? I can't even think.
they actually said to us on the thing, like, don't say that when you go over to people who are not on Love
Yeah,
Island.
because that's Love Island's copywriting, and that's their way of like to get people to talk. Because that's almost like a meme, bro. Like when I used to work in the shop, I used to have this old lady that would come in and she watched Love Island, and she'd like be saying like, "Oh, I got a text, like, oh, like let's go for a chat," like just having a joke with me. But that's what it's free marketing, bro.
I'm joking.
It's free marketing, bro. Having copywriting like that, that's so good.
I feel like there's only a couple of guys that have gone into Love Island, and I've really been like, yeah, like you actually did it.
Jack Fowler, Wes Nelson.
I think Kem did really well.
I don't really see much of Kem no more.
Yeah, but
I think Josh Denzel.
That's what he's done really well though. Josh Denzel, wow, he's done amazing for himself. But he was doing presenting before Love Island.
He was trying to, anyways. It wasn't as big.
But like now, bro, he's working with like some
he does the
deals,
Super Bowl stuff with what's his name?
Bro, Super Bowl, Soccer AM, the boxing, like the biggest meme of Jake Paul and Tommy, like in the ring, was him in the middle, like with a mic, bro. That's dope, bro. England squad. Every time there's a tournament, he's there with like the country's superstars, and he's the guy that sat there having convos with him, and he's a cool motherfucker as well.
Talking about the
and
football,
he can talk.
Arsenal, man. I really think Arsenal, we're gonna win the league.
Bro, don't say this shit,
happen,
man, because whenever we talk big about Arsenal on the pod, bro, we always get fucking slapped on the weekend.
It's gonna happen, bro.
And this is gonna come out after the Liverpool game. So I'd like you to take back what you just said, and let's just say it's in God's hands.
It is in God's hands, but I really do think that we are gonna go to Anfield and win. I think the only real test that we have from now until the end of the season, I'm not saying that every game in the Prem's a hard game, but the only game that I'm scared about is the City game. That's it.
Yeah, but if we go into that game with enough of a points lead, we can afford to drop points.
Realistically, we needed Liverpool
even if we
to
go
beat
there and
City in the league.
Even if we go there and get a draw, bro.
We needed Liverpool to beat City in the league. Would have been ours. 8 points clear. We could have lost against Liverpool. We could have lost to City.
Got hammered, bro.
I know.
They
Liverpool
really got battered.
Liverpool were washed.
I got up and went to my desk at fucking 75 minutes, bro. Because I was like,
where was I
don't
going?
want to watch this anymore.
I was driving somewhere when we spoke about it. I can't even remember. Do you not think that's fucked? Bro, like, half the time, obviously, it's different because I have breakfast the same thing every day. But there's some days, bro, like, we'll get, like, I'll have lunch and then, like, 5 hours later, I won't even remember what I fucking had for lunch, bro. Can you remember what you had for breakfast?
Bro, today I had a meeting. This is going on for what you said. I had a meeting with one of our clients, yeah? And you know the spot that we go to where we get the beef brisket? So I've ordered it, and she's come in. Oh, hi, how are you? Boom, let's get to work. And it's come. And I said, oh, I didn't order you anything. Do you want anything? No, don't worry about it. I goes, oh, I feel bad now because I'm eating. She was like, no, honestly, it's fine. I've backed it, bro. I'm like, I'm still starving. Bro, I'm still starving. And I'm thinking of an excuse to how can I go up and order more food without looking like an idiot. I'm still hungry? And I was thinking, do you sure you don't want anything? Should I get some in the middle? I even go, should I get a pizza for us to share?
What did you get?
She was just like, no. Bro, I just went and got another beef brisket.
Yeah, standard, bro. Why didn't you just say, like, I'm still hungry? Like,
because, bro, she turned up and it was lunchtime and I was thinking, oh, we're going to have lunch. She didn't want anything. So I just backed enough food for both of us. I was thinking, let me get that shit down, mate. He's probably thinking, fuck me, this little kid can fucking eat.
We can eat, though, bro. A ridiculous amount as well.
Yeah.
We do a lot, though, bro. I've been walking a lot the past couple of days.
The sun's been out, but it's gone shit.
Nah, even today when it was raining, I really, like, bro, like, just walking. It's just therapeutic as fuck, bro.
Such a grandpa sometimes.
Nah, man, it's a good place. I feel like it's a really good place
but you are a bit like a bapool.
I disagree with you. I just feel like I just do like a lot of healthy shit. Like, what's wrong with going on a walk, bro?
No, I'm just saying, like, who do I know that goes on a walk? H, my bapool. That's it. Well, my bapool is the word for granddad in Greek, by the way.
To be honest with you, bro, I'm like, I swear, like, everybody our age just like goes on walks, bro. Everybody that I know, anyway.
Well, about our walks, I miss them.
I don't.
It's because we don't finish the walk. We don't finish work late anymore. Like normally, the time when we'd be getting out to go, we're like, yes, work's finished. Like,
it would be a Friday night.
like let's start our weekend. Let's do something. We never go out and get pissed, but we'd go out and have our walk.
We still do walk now during the day, and I much prefer it that we do it in the day. So I don't miss them at night.
But now it's like we're kind of tucked away at the time that we'd normally be going out.
I haven't been sleeping very well the past couple of days.
Oh, what happened to your oats?
Huh?
What happened to your oats?
I'm trying to watch the calories a little bit.
Wait, did they stop working or you stop eating them?
They never stopped working, no. I just kind of fell out of routine because I'd have the oats, but then I'd have the oats and then I'd put chocolate on them and I'd put honey on them and like Biscoff, and then I'd put like nuts on them. Like they'd be like, it would turn from like 250 calories to just having the oats to like 1,000 calorie meal every night. I just didn't need to have. So
you're an idiot.
I got out the routine. I actually saw on a Joe Rogan podcast. Well, I listened to a Joe Rogan podcast the other day with this like scientist that went on there, and he actually said something about sleep and honey before bed is supposed to be really good. I mean, I have honey.
I have honey in the morning.
I have honey every morning. I just have a spoonful of Manuka honey every morning. I make sure that I do, just because it's really good for you.
I actually just really like honey as well.
Yeah, honey slaps, bro. Differently. This is honey on toast, honey on a bagel, just honey on its own, honey on oats, honey on cereal. Huh? Say honey on a honey.
Kind of. I said honey on some booty.
Nice.
Fuck's sake.
Nice.
Right, people's them. We want to engage with you lot. And we put a story up about a week ago. Now? When was it? We run away. Anyway, we put a story out and we asked you guys for some feedback because we feel like we want to engage with you guys a little bit more than we do, basically. So I've actually got some messages that have been sent in. You haven't heard these yet, have you?
No.
Excited?
A little bit.
We've got some good ones. I'm not going to go crazy. I think I'm going to read my two favourite ones. And they're both very different.
Did we only get two? Did we only get two?
No.
We definitely
got three.
We got three. Yeah, that's fine.
No, we didn't. We got we got three.
No, because we'll look back on only getting three to when the DMs are flooded and we'll be like, damn.
So this first one came a bit out of the blue. This actually gave me the inspiration to actually ask like people to send something in. But this message comes from Dom. Shout out Dom. All the way from Long Island in New York, bro.
That's sick.
There's someone in Long Island, New York that listens to our podcast, bro.
Quick fact, we are in the top 100 business podcasts in Jamaica.
Yeah, whatever, Ascalon.
That's pretty fucking cool.
That is quite dope. There's probably 100 business podcasts in Jamaica. That just means that one person in Jamaica's listened to it and it's gone on. That is a nice fact.
It's still a cool stat, yeah.
That isn't. So we are. Should we just start saying that we're top 100 podcast? Even if it is in Jamaica.
Yeah, we're gonna start every episode from now on.
Welcome back to the top 100 podcast, the Gooms Pod. But anyway, let me get into this. So we started it out with Gooms Pod. I found you guys on my journey on becoming an entrepreneur. I didn't have anybody to watch on YouTube because most pods are for big people whom I can't relate with. That's why when I came across your pod, I liked it a lot. I can relate to it and I feel like I'm on the same come up as you guys at the same time, and it gives me so much motivation. Sending you all my love. Dominic, Long Island, New York. God bless. Sick. And he also said, Chris, don't let Kaz get to you, my boy. Kaz's accent gets you, my boy. He's had you stuttering. But, bro, that's
sick.
How happy does that make you, mate? Like,
it's sick.
Somebody that is literally on the other side of the world, bro, listens to me and you talk on a Monday. Whether we've got someone on or whether it's just me and you just chilling in a gaff.
It's pretty fucking cool, bro. Man. But I mean, my favorite thing, bro, is just being able to add value to someone. Like, being able to motivate someone. That's probably the coolest thing.
And I think that's so nice. Like, we're not overly trying to pretend that we're something that we're not. Me and you are us every week.
I was gonna say, yeah, we literally just
and the fact that that's been rewarded in someone's feedback to say that I can resonate with you guys, that you're on the come up at the same time as me, and it's like someone feels like they're on a journey with us. I feel like that's probably what it will be, bro, with the pod. Like, I feel like our audience that we kind of gain it'll be like the audience that grows up with us. Do you know our audience is actually 85% men?
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a fact. Shout out like
It's a men's podcast, though.
Yeah, facts.
I wouldn't say that it's just a men's podcast, but
wow.
I'd say we talk about a lot of masculine things.
Speaking about that, I have a message from a female.
Mm.
This is from Nicole in Manchester.
Oh, okay. I know exactly who Nicole is. She showed us bare love. I just want to shout Nicole out. She's always just whatever we're kind of up to. Yeah. Even before the pod, she was just showing bare love. She actually saw me, but she wasn't sure if it was me or not, so she didn't want to come up and say hello. She saw me in Selfridges in Manchester. She messaged me. She was like, "Oh, I thought I saw you today." I was like,
and you're like, you probably
did. I was like, yeah, I was in Manny. I was like, when you come say hello.
Oh,
but
man.
I said to her, man, you should have just come up and just be like, "Hi, H."
That would have been lovely as well. I bet you would have felt like a big G because you was with the
other half. Yeah, of course, big G thing.
Yeah, bro. Well, this message is from Nicole, and I feel like you're gonna feel so much more warm inside after actually hearing it because I have already read this. So yeah, she goes, I've been tuning into the podcast since the first episode. I would just like to say I'm really enjoying it. It's nice to see podcasts with a different perspective to others. And by this, I mean, you don't see many podcasts doing what you guys are doing, bringing a business aspect to it, having guests on with thriving businesses on all aspects of the scale. Helps to inspire others and especially the younger generation who may be stuck on what they want to do with their future. You've actually inspired me in more ways than one. Especially the recent podcast. As an aspiring lawyer myself and being brought up around a family business all my life, it's motivated me even more to keep pushing forward with my career. You've even got me started to wake up earlier, which has shown a huge difference in my life lately.
Serious?
Yeah, bro.
That's fucking cool.
I knew you'd love that.
That's fucking cool, bro.
Shout out Nicole, man, for the 6 a.m. alarm, man.
That's tough.
She's still going. Still going.
I'm ready, man.
You know DJ Khaled? Keep going. What verse is that on?
It's the tune with Little Baby.
Yeah, keep going.
And, I can't remember who else was on it.
Drake, I think.
Nah, bro, it's not Drake.
Keep going. Bro. Anyway, the amount of respect I have for you guys for always being respectful and asking the right kind of questions truly shows how attuned you are in each conversation you have. You guys were able to balance the light-hearted conversations to a professional standard when talking about serious topics, all while having a great sense of humor. I honestly look forward to my Mondays as it starts my week off in such a productive way, keeps me motivated for the week ahead. You guys are a great influence on this generation, especially from a female's point of view. It's nice seeing two guys in their early 20s, not just about getting drunk and impressing their mates, but the level of respect and maturity you have when you talk about women. You guys are really going to make it so far in this world, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you both.
Is that done now?
Yeah.
Right, Nicole, that was long, first of all.
Yeah.
It was long as fuck.
Thank you, though.
But, thank you. Thank you very much.
She did leave some questions for us as well.
What's the question?
Do you want to finish what you were saying? Or
I was just going to say thank you.
Yeah, well, first of all...
That's going to be it's like a 20-minute fucking section of the podcast. I can't lie. I was listening to it. I was like, still going?
Yeah, keep going.
No. But on a real though, Nicole, just shout out for the...
Well, shout out Nicole and shout out Dom.
Yeah, both of you, man, for the support.
Yeah, and listen, anybody
it.
that's listening right now that feels like they've got something to say...
I want you guys to send in your problems. That's what I want. Send in your problems. I want to fucking solve them for you.
Yeah.
Any problem in the world,
bro,
whatever
we need to find... What should we call it? We need to call it something, bro. Do we need to brainstorm? We're not going to.
Nah, bro. It will come up in a pod, man. We'll think of a name for it.
The Goombadi Problem Solvers.
No, that's a terrible name. It's a terrible name. We'll without a doubt, we're gonna come up with a name for it. But
send in your problems and send in what you think the name should be.
That's a good idea.
When we'll have a segment of every in-house pod where we say, right, it's that time, guys. I think that'll be quite cool, and it's something that someone can look forward to on every in-house pod where it's a bit of consistency as well. And also, we want to engage with you guys. We don't want to just talk to each other because I get bored of this prick all the time. Like, do you know what I mean? We want to talk about things that you guys want to listen to and are intrigued about. And we also want to know your problems, know what you guys are thinking, etc. But yeah, that was a good one from you, H. Problems. I look forward to our next in-house.
What's the question?
Questions. There's 3. So, the first one is, what is your aspiration in life?
Tough question. I would say...
What do you aspire to do or to be like?
I aspire to have the freedom to do whatever I want. I aspire to have the money to enjoy that freedom.
Good, man.
I aspire to also take care of the people around me and be able to just give them like a life that's on par with how good mine will inevitably be.
That's why this motherfucker is my motherfucker, because I would have said all 3 of those things.
And just bring a good family into the world, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like that's a really nice.
I don't think we've ever spoken about that.
I feel like that's a really nice thing to accomplish, bro. I actually said this to you the other day. in the next 10 years, one of us could potentially have our first child. I hope that our kids, like, we have them around the same time, so the same age, and they fuck with each other.
Imagine they hate each other.
Imagine one of us had a son, the other had a daughter, and they ended up being together.
I feel like if I had a daughter and you had a son, she'd be too stush. But I feel like if I had a son and you had a daughter, you'd just want to...
Fuck off.
Nah, I'm joking, bro. Listen, I think I don't actually want that to happen. I'd rather just have 2 boys and they'd just be like me and you, mini-me's.
I'd rather have, like, 17 male children. Create like an army. Can you imagine?
The Gooms team. Fuck school, you working in here.
The office is just filled with, like, little versions of
mini-me's,
me and you.
Yeah. Okay, right. So, in terms of aspiration in life, my pretty much is the same as yours. I want all those things. And I also want... My aspiration in life is also for the people around me that I love and care for to look at me and think, that's our motherfucker. He said he was going to do it and he did it.
Mm-hmm.
That's our motherfucker. When I was in shit, he fixed it. When I needed this, he did it. And never asked for anything back. Because for me, I'm in debt to these people anyway. So to give back to them is like what I need to do. And I think that's one thing that I would just love to be able to do. Something that's gone to...
I feel like I'd rather not... I'd rather be in the position where if someone was like, oh, can I lend 10 grand off you, for instance, I wouldn't lend it to them. I'd just be like, here's 10k. Keep it. Because, bro, lending money will seriously just fuck up relationships,
I don't even mean about
bro.
money. I just mean in general about just being that dude that if something's fucked up, for instance, my baby sister's got a problem, I fix it.
What's the majority of things, though, that will fix...
Yeah, bro, 100%. I think money plays a part, but if someone came to me and was like, I want 10 grand, more often than not, and we'd be like, well, fucking... Get on your laptop then. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm not talking about now, but 10 years down the line, I'd like to think that I'm in the position where if it's someone I'm cool with and they come and they need 10k, for instance, for something, I just be like, here you go, it's cool. Don't worry about it.
It's like...
Nah, not even on a flex, bro.
Yo, it's like, fam. There's 15. Keep the change.
Nah, not even on a flex, though.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But yeah. The next question is... Where do you guys see your future selves?
A yacht.
In Dubai.
There's something else going to add to that.
Finish it.
Finish it. No.
Finish him. Yeah, bro. It's a similar question, but
I'd see myself just fucking traveling, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Traveling, making money.
I want to be location free. I want to be able to work from anywhere in the world. I want my future self. I just see a big G, bro. A couple of big Gs, man. I see a big HQ, which is fun, that we turn up to every single day with a smile on our faces. Everybody that's within that HQ smiles
we need
all day, every day. Big pool table, and I'm going to be dishing out hella smoke to every employee. Like, yeah, bro. I see a lot of good things. What about you? Is there anything in particular that you see your future self?
The one thing that
You want a McLaren?
No, I was going to say, my, you made it moment would be supercars and the private jet.
Yeah.
For me, that would be, the you made it moment.
I think private jet is a massive depreciating asset, though. I think it makes more sense to charter it. It doesn't make sense to have a private jet unless you're getting paid to touch down in different countries.
I saw a video the other day on how much you actually need to be able to afford to buy a private jet and run it.
It's like 10%, isn't it, to run it a year?
10%, what do you mean?
10% of the cost of the plane to actually run it.
It costs about 2 mil a year.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get a private jet for 10 mil, so
exactly.
It's 20%. But yeah, no, you need to be able to afford a private jet comfortably. To buy one, you need about 150 M's. No, but either way, chartering one, it makes sense because it costs you to run a private jet. It costs you the same anyways, a month. It costs you 60, 70 G's a month.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
More than that. I can't even remember.
The only thing is,
it actually costs you
no one else
more,
is
yeah.
riding in it. But the thing is about a private jet is unless you're a businessman that is getting paid to touch down in every single different country that you're traveling to on a quick level, it doesn't make any sense.
Nah, I disagree.
It's a depreciating asset,
to own one.
Yeah, to own one, not to fly. But just to charter one is a different story.
I think if you've got the dough, bro, and you just want to fly about, why not?
Yeah, bro. If you've got a bill, but if you've got 150 mil, it makes more sense for you to pay 25k a round trip.
And the rest.
Well, not a round trip, one way trip.
Well, I mean, I worked out how much it was to go to Cyprus on a private jet from a website.
And
Actually, I know I got a quote back. I was on the phone. This one I used to work at the fish shop.
you called and asked for a
Yeah,
quote
me and
for a private
Peds,
jet?
when we used to have our phones in the morning, me and Peds are like, oh my God, like, let's do it. If we all put money together, we ought to afford it. It was something like 30, 40 G's to fly just to Cyprus. That was one way as well.
Cyprus is just under 6 hours though.
No, 4 hours, bro, there.
No,
4
bro,
hours 20 there.
5 hours.
It's 4 hours 25 there, and then 5 hours back.
What did I say? 6.
You said 6, yeah.
Okay, my bad.
So to get there and back to Cyprus, it's going to cost you roughly about 60, 70, 80 G's in and around that ballpark. And that was for like the smallest PJ that they had as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's mad.
That was the smallest one, bro. Like
That's
it only had 4 seats. It was tiny. It still looked like a jet, but it looked like a really mini jet.
And then these men are just hopping everywhere, bro, that we're seeing. Like, it's crazy, isn't it?
I know. I actually follow like a bunch of like concierge services
To
on
manifest a
Insta.
bit.
Yeah, bro, it's nice
Like,
to see
I'm
it.
going to DM this motherfucker in a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. I've got one of their numbers saved on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You just message them whatever you need and they sort it for you, bro. It's so nuts how it works.
Mykonos, 10 boys, PJ, best bars, best beach clubs, and sort it out.
I think a concierge service for people like me and you would be a really good business model because these guys are just the middlemen in between the supplier and the consumer.
But the thing is, these guys have connections to where the guys of that amount of wealth want to go to. We don't. We have the connections to the guys on 3 or 4 levels below want to go to, who can't afford to pay us.
Maybe that's a gap in the market to have a concierge service for the middle class.
Wow.
That's free games to anybody at home.
Gooms concierge. No one fucking take this idea. I'm joking.
No, that's actually quite a good idea. So like just for let's say for instance, last minute you wanted to go on a date and you wanted to go to,
and instead of getting picked up in an Uber, you get picked up in a nice little BM, and they reserve your table.
I'm saying, let's say on a Saturday night you've got, it's like a special occasion. You've got 6 bills. Or not even a special occasion, but you want to go out and you want to spend a bit of dough, but you haven't booked anything. You obviously could sort the driver. The driver could actually just be a taxi that we just organise everything, bro, but like a nice taxi.
Yeah, you just get like the E-Class or some shit like that.
And then like connections. Let's say, for instance, if we had a connection at like Lane 7 and then somewhere nice for dinner, and then we had a connection to, well, we do have connections to
and
like
it's
a club as well.
surprise type thing as well. It comes in a package. You don't actually know what's coming.
Ooh.
You just get sent an itinerary.
That'd be quite cool.
And on the app, bro, it's like a little gift box.
I don't think it would be an app.
No, imagine though. Oh, I'm dropping some business game right now. You got me flowing. Bro, this is your app. You book a package. It's got a price mark next to it with a location. Rough. So where you're going to get picked up with, and then a location. It's going to say all your activities are within this radius. These are the time slots. Boom, boom, boom. But you can't open them until half an hour before the time slot starts because that's how long it needs for your carrier to take you there, which is going to be done by us. And it's going to look like a little gift box. And when you tap the gift box, it opens. Nice animation, and it tells you where you're doing.
Like a mystery, like the mystery boxes.
Yes, bro.
That's really like that was like a trend as well.
The night or the day goes on. So first, it's going to say drinks, and you're having 2 drinks at this bar. That's the first.
I've just thought of the name. Your night. That's sick, bro. Oh, just
fucking lean for me.
Because I didn't want to smash the mic, bro. You want to smash the mic,
bro? We're dropping some business game right now.
I
We're
feel
flowing.
but that's a service, though, bro. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's a service. It's different if it's an app because you've created a product then. But
but then your drivers would be people that are assigned to you. You have to accept their car, you have to accept their dress, and they turn up and you leave reviews. Was your driver good? Like similar to Uber, that's going to transport you between.
I don't think that works. I feel like to be fair,
it's probably not going to work. This business model just been made up in 10 minutes.
No. I tell you how this business model works. You forget the driver. You have to get to these locations at the time. But let's say you need a 3-day advance to pay for this mystery night on your night, the app. Yeah.
A 3-day.
But then you have to do this. The minimum time you can do it before, let's say, is like 3 days or 2 days or something, so you can get things organized. But there's like half an hour time slots or something in between the different locations, but you just have to find your own way. Because realistically, it's just going to be an Uber, and let's say like there's like a package.
People, let us know.
There's like a package like 1 location, 2 locations, 3 locations.
Leave a comment or actually DM us on Instagram. Is this a service that you think you would pay for? I'm intrigued.
Do you know what it is?
Not necessarily going to go and do it. I'm just intrigued.
Do you know what it is though? We do a service-based business now. It's cool. I enjoy it. I get to be like at the moment we're just full-time creatives. I like the idea of creating a product. Product. I like the idea of creating a product or like an app or something that somebody actually has to, like, something that someone actually uses on a day to day.
And then like you're walking around, like you might be walking around and might see someone.
That would be the coolest.
With your product or using your product.
Mm-hmm. For me, that would be like cool as fuck. Like, I just think that whole process as well of developing it.
Get there, bro.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we will. I feel like the gym wear space would be somewhere really good for us to go into, purely because we both bang gym. Have been for a long time.
We just wear our own shit as well all the time.
Yeah, be sick as fuck, bro. Protein bars as well. I feel like there's a very untapped space, like from like the influencers that create products.
I love how this conversation came from the question.
Mm-hmm.
That's how beautiful it is.
Shout out Nicole, man.
Yeah, man. I've actually got one more, but not from Nicole. Well, I've got one more from Nicole, but I've got another one from Dom. He actually said, "Would you two still be as inspired if you didn't have each other?"
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I think I would. To be honest with you, just straight up. I think I would, bro. Yeah. I know, like, everything that kind of happened for me always just started from a young age, bro. Yeah. Like, I was always pretty driven. Like, before we actually knew each other, like, I knew, like, we were really young, but there was always I was always trying to do something, bro. I always used to say that I wanted to make a whole lot of money. Yeah. I always used to say as like a 7-8-year-old, bro, that I was going to be rich. A bit
like, all right, mate, fucking hell. But
nah, not even, bro. I was just an 8-year-old.
Not to me, bro, but to an outsider's point of view, you're saying as an 8-year-old to people around you that are 30 that don't have a Lamborghini, I'm gonna have a Lamborghini by your age. They're gonna think, shut up, you little prick. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Nah,
But yeah, no, I do think because I want so much, and I always have kind of wanted so much, that with or without you, I would have figured something out. I don't know if I would have figured it out as quickly, because you're kind of the person in our relationship that's like, you get excited, you want to boom, 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 let's go, let's do this, let's try this now. Like, I don't think we would have started the pod 12 weeks ago if it weren't for you.
Because we had that conversation a couple of times. You're like,
I was more hesitant. Yeah, I was more hesitant.
I was just like, what the fuck are we waiting for, bro? Like, we have to do it now.
Yeah, and to be honest, that is a trait of mine that I probably would have still had, but that's why you assist me so much, because you allow me to think bigger. And then I think on the flip side, I also bring you down to earth, where you don't over expect or over dream. So like, it's a perfect balance, if that makes sense, where we come here and we're like, let's go. Do you know what I mean?
I hear you, bro.
So I think we'd both be inspired without each other, but with each other, we one hell of a fucking team, man. Yeah, damn right.
Could you imagine though, if we just grew up and we never knew each other?
What, like grew apart from who we are now, or just
like, obviously, like, we're still both people like from Worcester, same stories, but we just never became friends.
To be honest, bro, I really, really highly doubt it.
No, but just could you imagine if that was the scenario?
Our relationship started around school, and it started quickly because of you moved close to my grandparents, right? If you didn't, what happens when you get out of that school mindset and you go to college, and then people start being in town and people start doing their own things, and you start to attract to people that are within the same spaces of you. We're friends with people now that we never knew at school. We could sit at a dinner or at a lunch with someone that we never knew at school, but because we have similar interests, or not even because we have similar interests, that someone else is holding a camera or someone else has a podcast, but somebody else wants to drive a Lambo in 5 years and has high aspirations and wants, do you know what I mean? Naturally, I feel like we attract to that type of person. So I feel like we would have crossed paths just further down the line. We probably wouldn't be what we are now, but who's to say that we wouldn't have been in another 5 years?
Imagine if we were like 40 years old and we met at some like crazy like event, and we were both like billionaires by then or something.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
We'll see each other at the cigar lounge tomorrow.
Why do we automatically become Russian mafia?
Because we are, motherfucker.
We automatically become.
Do you know what film I watched? It just reminded me because the Russian mafia in it. Equalizer. You ever seen the Equalizer? No. Good film. Denzel Washington. He's just like a normal person, but he's got this side to him where he just kicks the fuck out of everybody, bro.
That's like me, actually.
Not like the Equalizer.
No, it is.
Nothing like him, bro.
But you ain't seen that side to me yet, bro. You think I'm joking, bro? Oh, man.
Equalizer's big G. I actually fuck with Denzel a lot. Good actor.
He's done everything, really.
Have you seen that? There's the clip of that guy where he's like, we're going to be in a film together one day. And obviously they've never met before, but he's just like to Denzel, like, me and you, like, I'm going to be in a film with you one day. They met on a red carpet. Denzel's like, oh, I can't wait. Like, I'll see you on set then. And then they just part ways. And then
But the kid actually got in a film?
Yeah, they were in Equalizer 2 together, bro.
What?
Fucking
But he wasn't
nuts,
was
bro.
he an extra or something like that? Or?
No, he actually had a part in it, bro.
That's so sick.
Fucking nuts, bro.
That's so
Fucking
sick.
nuts. It is sick, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have in your head something that you want to achieve by the end of the year?
Ooh. I want to worry less about the agency. I'd say that's probably my main priority right now. Like, not worry less in terms of like, fuck, like we don't know what we're doing.
Have a bit more security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I just want to. Okay. Fuck. We know we've got 10 clients now on retainers
On a contract, and they're not going anywhere for another X amount.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then that's when it's like, shit. Like, we've really done it. Like, I really, once we've got that, then it's like, fuck. Like, we're just absolutely unstoppable, bro.
Yeah. I think we're unstoppable anyway, bro.
Nah, I agree with you, but
And we
do you understand what I'm saying?
We
Because-
possibly have the biggest meeting of our lives next week.
Yeah, that's true. Well, hopefully she listens to the podcast. She said she was going to start listening to it.
Hopefully she doesn't, because we're going to walk in there like that's another fucking day in the office, baby.
It is just another day, man.
Exactly.
I know how we hold ourselves and what we bring to the table and what
100.
services we can provide for our customers, bro. Do you know, I wouldn't
Our
even call them
clients.
customers, bro, because I feel like everybody that we've worked with on a consistent basis, we've developed some sort of
Relationship. It becomes a partnership because they see what we offer and they see that we really give a fuck. And the services we're trying to provide you with aren't just to get a payday, but to help you. We're coming to help you. We want to grow your business. Let's grow together. Does it mean that we get paid at the end of it? Yes, but the end goal is for you to also get paid for a return on your investment in us.
100%.
So the guys that stay with us consistently are the guys that realize that. I think the perfect example is someone like Aki, our previous guest.
Aki's our best performing client. I can't even lie.
Yeah, 100, bro. Bro, his TikTok was
Bro's
on
killing it.
40K and he's got 100 plus.
He's
100 plus.
grown like 3,000 subs on YouTube as well, which
And
is
the
the
rest, bro.
hardest platform to grow
Yeah,
on.
Instagram was like 60K when we met him. He's on 80 something now.
No, he was on 40 when we first
Oh,
started with him.
was it TikTok on 60?
Yeah, probably,
Yeah, so we doubled his Instagram following and more than doubled his TikTok following and grew him like literally like 30x his YouTube subscriber count.
Nice. It's
Like,
nuts.
bro. Obviously, look, that's got a massive part to play with him as well. And that's why I think Aki works so well with us, is because he's just as invested as us. We're like, we don't have to be like, post this. Like, he's actually saying to us, like, boys, we got any more? Boys, we got any more? Let's get shooting. Let's do it. Like, that works for us because he wants to, do you know what I mean? He's invested in us and he's getting that return in everything that we kind of promised him, if that makes sense.
Obviously we had the convo the other day that you want to learn, well, we should learn other skills in marketing as well. What skill do you want to learn?
I would love to be able to look at a brand and break it down and reconstruct it. So I'm going to look at your logo. I'm going to look at your design of your unit, of your office, of things that just say, for an example, I take into consideration the family business. Yeah. I'm going to look at the logo. I'm going to redesign it. I'm going to look at the interior. I'm going to redesign it with obviously the right fundings, etc. To completely restructure the way that the brand works, similar to that company that I told you about in Worcester that we went to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to name them because fuck them.
But
like, what message does your brand want?
Yeah, just
push?
like pushing rebrands, bro. Have you ever seen on TikTok or like the YouTube videos of the guys that actually are graphic designers that do logos?
We actually saw the Pepsi one.
Nah, not like that. There's this guy that I see. I actually don't know his name, otherwise I'd shout him out because he does really, really good photos about Photoshop and everything. But he'll completely break down his process of building a brand's identity.
Dope.
That's a better way to put what you'd like to.
Yeah, not to rebrand, but to
create a brand identity.
Yeah.
I
think that's a really hard skill to have as well.
I mean, he charges about 10K per logo redesign and everything,
What's the time
or like
span on
logo
something like
design, like a couple weeks.
Dope.
Obviously, but there's always it's so when you actually look at how these guys are developing logos and everything like that, it's fucking nuts, bro. The detail that they go into, like just little details that they'll add in.
That 9 out of 10 people will never
Yeah.
notice.
But it's there, and you just know. And even the detail, how that little detail that they've added into the main logo, that little detail
Then
will be the small
Comes
logo.
across into other things. Yeah.
It is fucking nuts, bro. I feel like that's a talent that I'd be really good at. I mean, I kind of self-taught Photoshop-ish kind of graphic design.
More or less every skill that we have is self-taught, though, bro. We've never sat in a room and someone said, do this.
Yeah.
So that is self-taught to an extent.
Well, to be fair, the first time you sat on Premiere, I had to show you what to do.
What, to press fucking Command C and Command fucking V, bro? That's just chop button and that's your...
That's not even chop button. That's
C.
copy and paste.
Sorry, no. Yeah, but when you press V, that's your mouse.
Yeah, it's not command though. It's just.
Well, you know what I fucking meant, bro.
It's a free game for someone who don't use Premiere Pro.
Before we wrap up, I want actually to bring up something. It's actually a goal that I would like to tick off by the end of the year, and I think it would be for us to move out.
That's a big one. Yeah, that'd be huge.
That gives us 7 months.
As much as I want to move out, we need to get the financials right first.
Yeah, no, bro. I'm not saying let's just fucking go. Yeah. Like, part of moving out is being financially ready to move out. Mm-hmm. But that independence for me, I feel like me and you will fucking strive under it.
Oh, ridiculously.
And to be around each other more than we already are, and to be in a new city or to be somewhere where we're constantly motivated and our networks are stronger, and we wake up in our sick fucking apartment and we go and we smash the gym together.
The way that I
see
like
it, that, like, I feel like it will further us so much more than the comfortability that we have right now working at home.
Well, the way that I vision it, bro, is like, I said it to you the other day because we're having a similar convo. Is like, obviously, I know that we won't settle for something that's not a really nice apartment just because of who we are, and we just like nice things, bro. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
100. But we're gonna go to the nice apartment because we fucking earn that shit.
Glass everywhere in the apartment. It's just gonna be 2 desks like opposite each other, just fucking grinding numbers, tick 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 tick, edits, bang 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 bang, making money. Do you know what I mean?
I was gonna say something, but I'm not now.
You're gonna say hoes everywhere, weren't you?
No.
Yeah, you were.
No, I wasn't, bro.
I know you were. Look, I can see how you're laughing. Yes, you were.
Bro, why are you trying to get me in a doghouse for? No, the missus is going to listen to this and she's going to think that I'm thinking about hoes everywhere.
That's exactly what you're thinking.
Fuck you. Listen, baby, that's not the case, right?
No, yeah, he might have said it, but he didn't mean it.
I didn't say anything. You said it.
He might have thought it. You did. I know. How do
you know what I thought?
Because I know. I know you too well. I defo know you better than your other half.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen.
No. I defo know you better than your other half, I reckon.
How? Do you think your best friend knows you better than your girlfriend or boyfriend?
I without a doubt, I know you better than your missus does.
That's a bold statement.
Well, it's like 9 years versus like 7 months.
Yeah, no, but you ain't seen my cock.
I have seen your cock.
Oh God,
that's a very. We should do like a test.
What?
Like
we seen each other's cock?
No. Between me and your girlfriend. To compete.
Shit.
Who knows who better?
When we start a YouTube again and we kick it on, we'll do that one. That'll be a good video. Who knows me better? I'll do the thumbnail. It's both your heads, yeah.
That's very like 2015 YouTube though.
Who knows me better?
Yeah. It's very like vlog, like Alfie Days.
It'll come back.
Did you ever watch them YouTubers or no?
Fuck them YouTubers, man.
You're a fucking idiot.
Nah, I didn't.
It's almost 8 o'clock. Got plans.
What's your plans?
Got plans, man. No.
What do you mean?
Don't say it like that. It's a disrespectul way to say it.
You'd be making love.
No.
You'd be getting up in there.
No. No. You're a fucking idiot, bro. Yeah. Guys, thank you for listening. Yeah. We love you. Make sure send in your fucking problems, man.
Yeah.
I want to hear your problems. I want to solve them. I feel like we're going to solve. I don't care how stupid they are or how sophisticated they are. I will be able to solve these problems.
Let's just have a play with it. And as always, make sure you leave us a rating on Spotify. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Show your boys some love. We've got to keep the lights on in this place. And
we need money. Ooh! Quickly. First brand deal.
Hey, next pod.
Yeah, first brand deal incoming. Love.
Peace.
See you later.